This is my friend Henry, and I thought you should meet Henry today, everyone, because Henry teaches us a lot about singing and how our voices work. First thing I want to show you is Henry's big, beautiful tongue. Look at that. Do you see? Look how big that beautiful tongue is. Oh my gosh, so big, so beautiful. One thing that we can watch for when we are singing is that that tongue isn't too tight. When it's tight, we get a squeezy sound. One thing we can do is check underneath. If it feels like a little pillow or a marshmallow, we're good. If it feels hard like a rock or like an engaged muscle, you maybe need to relax that tongue a little bit. You can do that by practicing by singing with your tongue sticking out. That will help. Another thing I wanted to show you is this lovely gem right here. This is a muscle, oh so beautiful, called the soft palate. And the soft palate is going to either lift or lower inside our mouth to either create more or less space. Typically for higher notes, we want it super high. So we can lift that soft palate and practice lifting it by pretending to yawn, or actually yawning, I guess. And then when you do that, you can feel the soft palate lift. Another thing you can do is make a g sound, g, g, g. So any exercise with a g sound is going to help you strengthen that muscle right in there. In front of that is the hard palate, and so often when we're singing, we want to imagine that our sound is coming up, bing, bing, and pinging out that way. And when we want that musical theater, bright, forward sound, that is what we want. We want the sound to feel like it's really, really far forward and sitting in the mask. Speaking of, this part right in here is our nasal cavity. So if the soft palate is too low and I'm singing ee, then the air is going to come up through my trachea and then not come out through my mouth, but instead come out through my nose. We can test for that by plugging our nose when we sing. Ee. When I'm making that sound, there's definitely a difference in my sound when I plug my nose. That is indicating that the soft palate is too low, so we want to lift it. Instead, we want ee. That tells me soft palate is nice and high, and the air and sounds can come out through the mouth. Right in here, this is where the larynx sits and the vocal folds are live in. So right in here is where the sound is really, really created. So everything above that part right here is our vocal tract. We can change our vocal tract to create different sounds, and we modify it mostly with our soft palate, our tongue, and our lips. Beautiful, gorgeous lips, Henry. Love that. One other thing I wanted to mention about this is the fact that we've got two tubes here. So this is our esophagus, this is our trachea. When we're drinking water right before we sing, we don't want it to go to our vocal folds. We want it to go down our throat. So drinking water right before you sing is not going to be super helpful for when we are singing. Instead, what you want to do is drink water about 6 to 8 hours before you sing. So then all that water can go through your body and come back to your vocal folds and make them a little bit more flexible, pliable, and that's really going to impact your singing. But yeah, having a sip of water right as you are singing or before you are singing is not going to be super helpful because it's going down a completely different tube. All right, thank you, Henry.